Congratulations to the Cubs, the 2016 World Series champions. It breaks the streak. We talked to Dwayne Wade, the pride of Robbins, and I asked a question about the geography of Robbins. And then we flash back to when the sock was the dirty sock. They were playing trivia there then. And we finish up with Lou Piniella. He almost got the Cubs to the promised land and was very entertaining. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. It's the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Great repairs at 108th and Kedzie. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. Sheffield's has my trivia game. The next one Wednesday, November 16th at 7:30 p.m. There'll be no baseball. There'll be no anything else. Get to Dyer, play the game, eat, drink, and have fun. You've got to get to the sock. Live Benkowski Trivia. Alternate Thursdays, 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. See you there. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. You've got to get to Lulu's because they've got it all. Italian beef, hot dogs, burgers, chicken, gyros, fish, salads, subs, ribs, and a lot more. At Taylor and Ogden, 2200 West, you got to check out Lulu's. They got everything. Snappers Seafood and Chicken has come to Chicago, and what an extensive menu. Tilapia, perch, catfish, shrimp, conch from the Miami Connection, it's so fresh, crab, Philly steak, and they also have grilled foods at 115th and Western. A massive menu. I've just touched on some of it. Oysters, you name it. You got to get the Snappers at 115th and Western. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. Congratulations to the Chicago Cubs, 2016 World Series champions. People are still walking around the streets in a daze because it's the first time since 1908. And the Cubs have now won 3 World Series, 07, 08, and now. Savor the moment, fans. Just enjoy it. Have fun with it, because you never know when the next one will be. So, Cubs, you are the champions. You deserve everything you've achieved. Let's take a look at some of the great individual performances in the postseason that got the Cubs to the promised land. Ben Zobrist, the World Series MVP. Throughout the playoffs, 5 doubles and that giant game-winning RBI in the 10th inning, of course, in game number 7. But what about Bryant and Rizzo? They combined for 10 two-base hits. They combined for 6 home runs. They combined for 18 RBIs. Talk about a heart of the order. They personify it. And what about Addison Russell? Although he only hit a touch over 200, he drove in 13 runs. He had 3 home runs, including a giant grand slam. And how about Baez and Ross? They each hit 2 home runs, and the 39-year-old homered in his final game in the major leagues. What a sweet treat for Mr. Ross. What a unbelievable storybook season for the Cubs overall. And pitching-wise, Jon Lester, what more could you ask for him? 3 victories in the postseason. Aroldis Chapman really was forced into some situations way different than his normal single-inning usage. Yet he came up with 2 wins and 4 saves, and even though he blew the save in Game 7, he won the game. Jake Arrieta, solid as a rock, with 2 victories. And the youngster Montgomery, a win and a save in Game 7 to raise his stock for 2017 with the new defending champion, World Series champion, say it again, World Series champion, Cubs. Congratulations. A wonderful feeling, just like the White Sox felt in 2005, breaking the long, long drought. The Cubs are it for 2016. Everybody else, start getting your lineups in order, because this team's not going away. It's got a young, great nucleus and can do it again.
You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212.
Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Ferland DDS, 109th and Kedzie. Crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7044. Excellent work. Impeccable. Call the Family Dentist. 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage. We're back on the spotlight, and we can start to see a pattern emerging. Dwayne Wade, kind of a go-to interview guy, who's done a zillion interviews in his lifetime, but is very aware of his media calmness, savvy, if you will. I still can't get over how excellent he was when I saw him filling in with Kelly Ripa on that daytime television show. He was completely at ease doing a network television show with 2 people. So this stuff in the post-game must be cake. Although we do talk food, we don't talk cake. But we'll get to that. But Dwayne has certainly a wonderful perspective as a 3-time NBA champion about what a team needs to do with a lot of new players and spotty defense. So he talks about some of these key elements, and when Dwayne speaks, people should listen.
I thought we got better from that standpoint, just understanding the things we needed to do. And I knew we was going to come out with a we didn't come out with it, but I knew we was going to play the way we needed to get a win tonight. That wasn't a concern of mine. It's just about going forward, how we continue to understand what we need to do to stay as consistent as possible.
What happened in those first 5 minutes, and then what changed after that?
We wasn't aggressive defensively. It was kind of like both teams were sparring with each other. We came out. They came out hitting a lot of jumpers by the way we guarded. They knew the way we was going to guard. And we played right into the hand of what they wanted to do. And then after that, we went to the timeout and we said, forget that. Let's just get more aggressive, on the ball at the big as well. They played it into, us dropping Robin a little bit, and then they flared Vucevic for a lot of jumpers instead of early. But then we just got aggressive on the ball and, made them go to another option, then another option, and then we was able to get stops and get out in transition.
During the last few games, there wasn't a lot of intensity. It seemed like it was there tonight. What's the difference? Why can't this always happen?
I can't say we didn't have intensity in the Knicks game. I think it was there. We lost the ball game. Now, the back-to-back, our first one of the year, was not in there. But outside of that, I think the intensity was there. We just, this is the NBA. The team's going to beat you some nights. Of course, you always want to play better, but some nights, you're not going to play better because the team is not going to allow you to. But I only say one game this year that we haven't had the intensity that we needed, and that was against Indiana. But the other ones, I'm okay with the intensity. Now, of course, we want to win them all. But I thought at least we got right back to it tonight, especially after the first couple minutes. And that's what we need to do in these next two going on the road versus two good teams at home, is to come out with the right mindset and then let the game decide it from there.
Everyone said it would take a while with so many new players. Is that what we're seeing game to game? It just takes a while, literally.
Yeah, it takes a while to get consistent. And some teams figure it out, some teams don't. Hopefully we're on that side of that figures it out. For the majority of, as always, on the road, you want to figure out a way to be, at least 500 on the road, and then you want to take care of home, as much as possible. Those become a good team. So that's the thing we preaching all years. You don't got to win every game on the road. You don't have to win every game at home, but you got to win most of them at home. But you got to play 500 ball on the road, and that can end up getting you around 48 to 50 victories throughout the season if you play it the right way. So, we'll figure it out, as a team. If that's what we're going to do, if we're going to be a good team, we're going to figure out how to be better on the road, how to get some wins, how to put something together.
You see this team being capable of winning 50 games?
I see this team. I don't know, what we're capable of number-wise, but like I said, I was on the team last year where we went 20 and 21 on the road, and we won 27, 28 home games, somewhere around there. 28 home games, and that's solid. If you can play that 500 ball on the road, and we started off awful on the road, until we got that win here in Chicago. So it just takes a certain moment, a certain win to get you that confidence, and you got to take care of home though. You have to win majority of your games at home if you want to be a playoff contender team. So you never know what the numbers going to break out to. But like I said, you go with that mindset. That's the mindset that I've always had. Dealing with Shaq, and he brought that mindset to our team. Is we play fine the ball on the road, and we're supposed to take care of our business at home. Then we can win close to 50 games every year.
I'm surprised this team plays in peaks and valleys.
No, I'm not surprised. We're a new team. We're 7 games into the season, and I think we can feel it when we know we're gonna play well. And I think for us, it's good that we actually got a day tomorrow to come in. Coach is excited that we get a day to practice tomorrow because we need those days. And it ain't about going hard. It's about coming in and continue to keep learning together. And I think we'll be better off on this road trip because of having a day, tomorrow to get our mind wrapped around what we need to do.
Well, how important was it to have the defense do what it did in the second half?
Very. We don't win. We're not going to win too many ball games if our defense is not doing what it did. And the thing that players have to understand in this league, and what we all have to understand, is that it's hard to win. It's unless you just got one of those teams that's just so talented, where you can spar with somebody, you can score more points than them. You got to play hard. You got to play hard on the defensive end of the floor to win. It's hard to get stops, and sometimes the effort. You don't want to exert so much energy and so much effort to get one stop. But I think we had to see tonight, after being desperate, after getting down early, and say we got to do it. If we don't, we'll find ourselves in a hole on on a 4-game losing streak that you don't want to be on going onto a road trip. So we got to play a little bit more desperate, and understanding who we are, and we're not the team that can spar. We're the team that got to come out, and we got to be aggressive from the start.
What did Cannon bring in that first substitution, and then Portis later on?
Yeah, just energy, man. Energy. Cannon and Portis is now. I'm glad he's got his opportunity now to be in there and mix it up. Doug, those guys have been big for us. And when we go to our next unit, when we go to our third unit, et cetera, it's great to have guys that can come in, they're gonna get the job done. But they just brought their energy, they brought their effort, and for another game, we was able to get back, to take the lead up even more with that unit.
Those guys were picking up a little bit more, picking up higher, applying more pressure up court. Is that kind of thing you just got to do more of, extend the defense?
That's definitely how we got to play. And like I said, we've been playing that way for the most part. We didn't do it in Indiana. Everyone was in a little funk or whatever the case may be from that first back-to-back. But we've been doing it for the most part, and we got to understand that that's what we're going to have to do. Just to keep ourselves engaged, early is just picking up and not laying back. No matter if no matter what, no matter if you're guarding somebody who's the number one scorer on the team or someone who isn't, you always got to be engaged into the defense and try to be as aggressive as possible, but also being smart and understanding the game plan.
Is that increased? You mentioned the defensive intensity.
And we'll have more Dwayne Wade in upcoming weeks here on The Spotlight.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and a fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery, too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski.
You've got to get to the Sock Live Minkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the Sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Papa Joe's new location, 5900 West 111th Street. Italian beef, tetrazzini, great pizza, parmesan, ravioli, and more. All my classic choices. New location, and they can still deliver into the city. Get to Papa Joe's. The bar is playing Area/Bears or Celebrity Birth. Which one? Might be Area. No, it's Bears. In the 90s, he completed a pass in the playoffs against New Orleans, left-handed. Left-handed Lee. Yeah, you said it right. By second. Going. Out of time. We go to Dahoo. Big sports fans over there. A lot of time to think about it. Looking for Will Fuhrer. That's not it. We go to Areola. Who do you think? Drew Brees. No. I said he completed a pass in the playoffs against New Orleans, left-handed. Drew Brees would not have done it against New Orleans. Window lickers. Jim Harbaugh is a creative try, but he was a right-handed man. Yes, I thank you. Team America. Tom Waddle, creative, interesting, thought-provoking.
Not it. The bar, did you play this? Okay, the correct answer was Neil Anderson. He gained about 7,000 yards and is number 2 in all-time Bears rushing. It's an 80. No one got it. Tahu is up. Madonna. Five seconds. Going. 62 is too recent. She must look good to you. Areola. Too busy goofing off. When was, oh, you want to throw the ball? Madonna. When was Madonna born? 5 seconds. 51 is too far back. We go to window lickers. 58 is exact, yes. All right, so it's an 80. Window to 190, tied for the lead. Team America. What? One of my all-time favorites, Belinda Carlisle. Five seconds. 63. You must think she looks good. That's too recent. We go to the bar. 58 is exact. You get it. So the value on that is 90. The bar to 260 in the lead alone. Tahu, what are you playing? Might be a location. Who was the Bears starting quarterback through most of 1992? Five seconds. Mike Tomczak is not it. We go to Areola. The question is, in 1992, Bears starting quarterback. Five seconds. Going. What did you say? Jim Harbaugh is correct. Jim Harbaugh is correct. And Areola to 180. You've got to get the Jacks. 3325 Ridge Road in Lansing. Trivia every Tuesday at 7 p.m. A very intense competitive game. Any of half a dozen teams can win. My game show at Oliver's gets better and better. At 6100 West 159th Street in Oak Forest. Live trivia alternate Thursdays at 7 p.m. Have great food, great drink, and great trivia at Oliver's. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at Watt 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. You've got to get the Del Sur Mexican restaurant open for lunch and dinner daily. Shrimp, tilapia, salmon, steak, chicken dishes, you name it. It's all there at 46th and Halsted. Great stuff at Del Sur Mexican restaurant. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place.
A better answer for you, but that's why they keep standings.
Lou, even as a player, did you always have the mentality that these games early in April?
They all count. Yeah, sure they do. I mean, I made it perfectly clear when I had my meeting with the team how important the early schedule was to us. But, you know, look, the other teams are just as important to the other teams too. And we just started the season. Let these guys get some at-bats and let these pitchers get some innings and let our bullpen work and everything will be fine. Let's not get too concerned about what happens here over the first few games of a season.
Fukudome made such a big splash his first game. Did you remember your first game and what happened then?
Yeah, my first game actually in the big leagues, I went 4 for 5.
Really?
Yeah, opening day in Kansas City.
RBIs?
I think I had 1 RBI, but I didn't hit a 3-run homer in the bottom in the bottom of the 9th.
Was that your debut, or was that the first time in the lineup?
No, I think I had an at bat or 2 in the big leagues, but I was still a rookie. Yeah. And I was the opening day center fielder, leading off. Now that was a mistake.
With the flexibility that Fukudome gives you from the left side, and because you said you're going to be up against so many right-handed pitchers, does that give you a tendency to think about changing the lineup from time to time?
I don't know about that. You know, we just started. You know, it's amazing. If I don't change the lineup, I get asked, why in the hell aren't you changing it? And if I do change it, well, you know, you're tinkering. So either way, I'm going to be answering. We'll just stay with this lineup as long as we can. Hopefully it works out and we won't have to change it. I'll get my bench in there to play a little bit from time to time so that they stay sharp. And hopefully we'll win some baseball games. And that's all I can do.
Lou, are you impressed with Giovanni Soto so far in the way he's handled?
He's done fine with the pitching, yeah. We'd like to see the young man start swinging the bat a little better. But outside of that, yeah, he's done a nice job with our pitchers. He's done a nice job catching. You know, it's been a little bit of a struggle with him offensively all spring. And hopefully he'll have a couple good days and gain some confidence and swing the bat the way we expected him to.
And can you just talk about Ted Lilly making the start today?
Lilly, he's going to have to use all his pitches today. Milwaukee's a good hitting ball club, especially against left-hand pitching. So he's going to have to utilize all his pitches. This spring he worked on his changeup a lot, but he's going to have to use his 4 pitches, a curveball, a little slider, fastball, and I think he will. He'll go out and compete well today.
Okay.
Thanks.
You've been watching the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Perfect Pitch located at 108th and Kedzie. Great repairs, great people. Lansing Floral, 708-474-1212.
Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch, very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.